What's up, Taiwan? Good morning. I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Local infections in Taiwan have broken through the 10,000 daily case count for the first time since the pandemic began. But the Taiwanese government is pushing ahead with its policy of minimizing disruptions. The focus is now turning to testing and using technology for social distancing. Jaime Ocon explains.
Long lines outside Taipei's pharmacies early Thursday morning as people wait to get COVID-19 rapid test kits. Residents can now use their ID to secure a pack of 5 tests a week. It's the same system Taiwan used at the start of the pandemic to ration face mask purchases.
我们药局是9点整开卖，然后9点半完售。那其实今天的状况是民众有7点左右就开始来排队。
This ration distribution system for rapid tests is just one of the changes introduced this week to Taiwan's COVID policies. With case numbers climbing, the government is adopting new strategies to minimize disruption. These include ending a QR code contact tracing system in use since last year. Instead, authorities are urging people to download a social distancing app that will notify users if they have come in contact with a confirmed case.
疫情 OK 我就把它删掉了，对，现在可能会再把它下载回来吧。
The government believes increased vaccination coverage can also help slow the surge in cases. After approving shots of the Moderna vaccine for children, it's now working to purchase the Pfizer vaccine developed for minors.
那签约应该是可以完成的。好，那至于发派的剂数跟它就是那个剂哈，每多少剂来的那个剂，好，那再加上那个什么时候来，好，那可能要签约的时候才能够确定下来。
With Taiwan set to move toward living with COVID-19, these new policies are expected to slow the spread of the virus and help relieve pressure on the country's frontline workers. Klein Wang, Eugene Huang, and Jaime Ocon for TaiwanPlus.
As the war in Ukraine continues into the 3rd month, thousands of miles away in Taiwan, people are eager to help the Eastern European country rebuild. One of those people is the CEO of the Taipei-based think tank Next Gen Foundation, Chen Guanting. Our reporter Rick Lauer asked Chen how Taiwan can help.
As you know, the war is still going on, but we need to understand that undertaking so many attacks from Russia's hospitals, schools are being damaged by the invasions. So this has to be simultaneously doing. We need to do this simultaneously. Taiwan Can Help program or initiative has been helping the whole world prior to the war, during the COVID period of time. We provide public health supplies to our like-minded countries in Europe and other places in the world. So we believe this is the right thing to do, and we have capability to do so, to participate to rebuild Ukraine. At the same time, especially for those infrastructures.
And what is it about Taiwan's experiences or Taiwan's abilities that make it a good partner to help with rebuilding in Ukraine post-war?
Taiwan has been deemed as a country that can provide high-tech or communication technology supplier for infrastructure such as building like a school, building a classroom. That's something that anyone could do, but we have specialized on producing high-tech equipments such as the tablet, computers, mobile phones. So those equipments could be extremely helpful for the students that do not have access to access information in this critical time. That's not something we can do now. So as you know, Taiwan has been contributing greatly on this field to our allies in remote areas in Pacific Islands. So we could definitely do the same.
And why do you think Taiwan should help Ukraine?
There are many reasons behind it. First of all, it definitely helped to present that what we stand for, right? We stand with like-minded country. We stand with the country that is willing to fight against authoritarian regimes, who's willing to fight against the invaders. So we feel related to Ukraine simply because we are facing similar challenges. Just right across the Taiwan Strait, we have authoritarian regime who is always threatening to use military power to undermine Taiwan's democracy. So this is something that we have been experiencing for the past 4-5 decades. So it is not just a right thing to help Ukraine. It's also a stance that we need to present to the world that what we are fighting for. We're fighting for democracy. We are fighting the way we live here. We are fighting for our own country. So what happened in Ukraine could happen in Taiwan, could happen in South China Sea, could happen in other places around the world.
Most of the items we use every day are mass-produced using modern materials like metal or plastic, but there's a value to things made by hand from more traditional materials. We now take you to meet a cooper who has been making wooden barrels for over 2 decades in New Taipei City.
我叫张宗奇我今年59岁，大概做差不多将近快要25年左右。参加这所在豆干豆腐类茶足兴盛，伊拢需要就是竹制品，因为竹制品它能够吸水分，所以竹器伊的用量大，愈做愈好，愈做愈多。到了快20几年前的时阵突然间发觉讲木头的东西来做以前的东西譬如说咱的寿司桶拌寿司用塑胶或其他的东西来拌的时阵伊的饭会凉凉，因为水分会留在饭上面、米粒上面如果用木头来讲的话，水分会被木头吸走所以伊的米会足好吃，足好吃。古老的工具不代表它是落后的，因为古老的工具跟我们人写毛笔，跟你用原子笔写字一样。后来的人愈来愈讲究的是，伊对器具方面就一直在讲究。所以我讲会搁做这木桶，原因是因为古老的东西有一寡物件就从精神层面上是现代东西无法取代的。那个桥刀过刀的时候，2片之间用肉眼看密合度，密合度做过了，工做过了以后，那木头在吸水膨胀。那当膨胀的时候，每片膨胀的时候互相挤压，互相挤压就是水泄不通。最困难的就是说我那些刀具有时候还透过一些以前没有做退休的老师傅来给买这个物件，若无有人来送，你等下搁磨搁用，搁会用。传统的工匠的木跟我们这个，它有一个同样的地方，就斗拱榫卯。在木桶来讲，它是斗跟拱，就是它是一个拱桥原理。一个圆形，它要做一个拱，互相拱住。一个木桶，一保温度高，所以热水放下去以后逐步再炼，所以先拉水。可是木桶的造型就是让人家觉得很圆满、温润的感觉，哇，就是就好看。然后呢，伊的光滑又特殊，长相又好看，绝对好用的，所以伊还够销路。
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, today we leave you with images of a daring maneuver attempted by 2 skydivers. They wanted to swap planes mid-flight. Unfortunately, they didn't really succeed as only one of the daredevils made it into the other's planes and the other parachuted to safety. I'm Ethan Liu. Take care and have a nice day.